The analyses on this page do not represent a recommendation to buy or sell any asset. Who could have imagined that the largest economy in the world would be facing these inflationary challenges that, as a Brazilian, I am so accustomed to experiencing? Seeing your currency depreciate and your purchasing power deteriorate day by day is a routine practice for us Brazilians for a long time. Despite a trend only changing when we have another trend, I have been buying shares in the American market every week, thinking that I cannot see these interest rates going above 6%, and naturally when interest rates reach their peak, assets are already well advanced in their high performance. The driver of the high-risk assets had a high performance this February, but I think it's too early to believe in a reversal of the downward trend into an upward one. I only see a rebound from the lows that were accentuated over the last 4 months. The Dow Industrial Index has been struggling to reverse its downward trend. Perhaps a period of consolidation in the coming months can show us the direction the market wants to go next. The 500 largest companies in the USA have also faced challenges in appreciating their value. We are in a great period for investing in good companies. We are actually seeing prices that, for those who do not understand fundamentals and do not take advantage of these promotions, will indeed bitterly regret not having accumulated excellent assets that are fully discounted in a few years. In my opinion, the market is irrational both in the high and in the low, which is the moment we are going through. That's why I consider the monthly video on my channel to be the most important video of all. When I see the Nasdaq, which has a very high beta ranging only -0.66 within the month, I can conclude that the market doesn't have the strength to push it down. We need to understand the context we're in. On the one hand, the market has no reason to fall because it has already fallen a lot in recent months. On the other hand, there is no reason for it to rise so much with this monetary tightening happening. Finally, we arrived in the much-suffering Brazil, which shows a -7.49% drop, making it the weakest among all the indices I follow. Brazil is a very serious and sometimes even amusing case to follow. We have everything here: energy, commodities, food, favorable climate, but we also have other very negative points that do not allow us to be a country that can be taken seriously, such as impunity, large-scale corruption, etc. Therefore, for those who want to invest in Brazil, a very well-made asset selection is necessary. I buy WEG and Eneva every month, but only based on fundamentals because it has become increasingly complicated to remain positioned in Brazil. That little devil caused a huge pattern break in January. When I saw this bar on my last monthly closing, I started salivating, thinking that we would hardly have any more significant drops for this asset. I buy approximately 50 Brazilian reais worth of cryptocurrencies every week, thinking about the next bullish cycle, and maybe I won't be able to buy so cheaply in the coming months. On the channel, I have some projects that I show publicly where I am investing. This was a way that I found to do my hold in a systematic and psychologically very calm way. I consider this project the apple of the channel's eye, and I think that in a few years it will take on great proportions because I studied it a lot to start it. Note that even from the beginning, despite being in a bear market, the portfolio cannot close the month in the negative. Imagine when the market turns the cycle. On the channel, I have some projects that I show publicly where I am investing. This was a way that I found to do my hold in a systematic and psychologically very calm way. I consider this project the apple of the channel's eye, and I think that in a few years it will take on great proportions because I studied it a lot to start it. Note that even from the beginning, despite being in a bear market, the portfolio cannot close the month in the negative. Imagine when the market turns the cycle. And thus, we've reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found the information useful. If you want to keep up with my work and receive exclusive content, be sure to follow me on social media. There, you'll have access to tips, trivia, and updates on the topics that interest you the most. So don't waste any time and follow me now on Instagram.com/SenaInvesting, Facebook.com/Sena-Investing, Twitter.com/FabioSena552.